Welcome to the world of oil and gas investing. At Energy Funders, our promise to you is to provide distinguished energy investment opportunities so you can invest alongside some of the most elite private exploration teams in the country. Oil and gas investing can be very challenging, capital intensive, and sometimes unforgiving. Good opportunities typically go to people with the right connections and enough capital to continue to invest over the life cycle of a development. Energy Funders gives you the ability to invest with top-tier exploration teams and operators, while we handle the administrative process of negotiations, legal, land, tax, and economic review, along with a variety of other necessary steps in the investment process. This gives you the ability to conduct your own due diligence, take advantage of the tax benefits, and easily build an energy portfolio from anywhere in the world. We're set up for smaller investments, allowing you to invest over more projects by virtue of investing smaller cash call requirements in each project. We're transparent, we communicate, we work with high-quality operators that have strong track records. We use a third-party engineering for initial review. We have an internal asset evaluation and economic review, and our interests are aligned because we don't make money unless the projects produce. We operate on a three-phase success strategy of explore, develop, and operate, which has been the gold standard for decades. Private equity, venture capital, and even public companies use this very same strategy. If you're new to the oil and gas business, you should know that oil and gas investing can be high risk and unpredictable, but it can also be a lot of fun and highly lucrative. In all cases, though, you need to have a successful strategy in order to more safely reap the rewards. The first step in any type of oil and gas is the exploration. This step is needed to prove up the lease in order to develop and utilize the oil and gas reserves. This stage is higher risk, but it can also offer lower costs and guaranteed participation into future development if the well is successful. Your greatest risk in this stage is called the dry hole risk, and sometimes there are additional capital requirements for exploration wells. It's also the most expensive type of well because it carries the land cost, the seismic cost, the infrastructure cost to put the production online, and all the other science and engineering costs. A lot of science and engineering data are derived from the exploration well in order to help the next wells that are drilled to be more successful. But this well also provides the largest tax benefits based on a deduction called intangible drilling costs, or IDC. The success rate of these wells typically ranges between 40 and 50%. The best strategy here is to make smaller investments over more exploration wells until you have established several developmental opportunities. The developmental well is the second stage. This type of well is drilled at a lower cost following an exploration well which has already been drilled. The infrastructure is already in place, paid for during the development of the exploration well. In addition, the science and engineering data derived from the exploration well greatly reduces the dry hole risk and production is more predictable. Thus, returns on development wells should be higher. There's about a 70 to 90% success rate on these wells. The strategy? Successful exploration wells allow you to develop multiple wells on each lease over time to build a portfolio of productive wells on successful leases. Everybody would like to get to the operation stage. This is when there's little to no capex, otherwise known as capital expenditure. This is production and lease maintenance mode, with monthly cash flow and residual income for years. Oil and gas wells can pay for 20 years or more. And the IRS allows a depletion allowance of 15% on oil and gas income for investors. That's basically a 15-cent deduction for every dollar earned from production. The strategy? Build an entire, diversified energy portfolio. The first 1 to 2 years is exploration. Identify good leases, get involved in good projects. The next 3 to 5 years, you're not exploring anymore, and you're investing in the development of those leases. And then for the next 6 to 20 years or more, with a little maintenance and as long as everything works out well, you're going into operation mode and collecting cash flow on oil production for years and decades to come. I want to thank you for taking this time to educate yourself about the risks and rewards of oil and gas investing, and for your interest in joining the Energy Funders family. Gain access to some of the best and most prestigious opportunities in the industry by signing up now at energyfunders.com. Start building your energy portfolio today with Energy Funders Black.